On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, a man who's not only been around the block, but through a few linebackers in his day, ready to start another season.
And it's so nice to have guys that have been through trials.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Snagged on the outside, it's Pitts. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They go to the draw. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a 3rd and this long on the opening drive. Wilson on the carry. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Beavers offense will take the field for the first time. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And this defense is taking up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long. Getting some heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Beavers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, it's Hunter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Holding, receive the team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Gamecocks have a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. The give out of the gun. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Pitts. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a second down play. Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Thorne. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Shakes off the tackler. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And that's a first down.
And that ball is picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Offense getting set for first down. Got his man down the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Running back goes in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Picked off.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, that's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
Oregon State 10, Jacksonville State 0.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. It's a draw. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Still running at the 40. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. On target. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The pull and throw off the RPO. The Gamecocks get it past the sticks. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Line getting set on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone.
2nd down coming up.
To the air, it's Thorne. Lets it fly. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now adjusting. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense going all in to stop the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Handoff from the shotgun. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. 3rd and goal from way back there. Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. Easy call for the ref. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off play action on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 40, there he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll run it with Wilson. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll give it to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's got his man. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Thorne. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires left. Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Quick toss. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Offense gets set for second down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Right back to him on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Wade. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And the Gamecocks get enough for the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
The give to the tailback. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Got the quick completion. Tackled immediately after the catch. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Beavers have their offense in high gear. Looking for room, it's Potts. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work.
Running toward the tape. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Off the RPO, complete. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Going with the ground game left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give on the inside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to the back. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. They got it to him out in the flats, but a sure tackle and the big stop there for this defense.
Man, those aren't easy tackles. You know, you're stretched way out wide. You're running a long way to come up and make a tackle, but great job by the defense. Seeing it, reacting, getting the guy on the ground quickly.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Lays out and makes a sweet grab along the left sideline.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Got it in the middle, it's Potts. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That's That's why as a defense it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long, now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll give it to him again. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Gamecocks will move the sticks. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Thorne. Swings it out to his running back. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 19 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Looking to buy time. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. The give from the gun. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Beavers send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to get that internal clock, just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. On the return, it's Burks.
The return is brought down at the
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another